Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about what the best sources of protein are for your body. We're going to go through animal proteins, vegan proteins, non-dairy proteins, and every kind of protein that there is. I'm going to give you guys the 10 best sources of proteins in this entire video. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about what are the best sources of protein that you should be taking right now to help achieve your fitness goals. We're going to be going through animal proteins, then vegan proteins, and then we're going to finally go through dairy and milk proteins as well. So stay till the end and let's get into it. So the very first best source of protein for you is the staple, tried and true chicken breast. Chicken breast is an amazing source of protein. It's got 31 grams of protein per 100 grams. So that's about 30% of protein per 100 grams, which is a lot, an amazing amount of protein for the amount of calories that you're eating. It's also very low in calories. It's 160 calories or so. So chicken breast is again a very lean source of protein with a very low fat and obviously very low carb content as well. So I would definitely incorporate chicken breast into your daily protein requirements. All right, and the very next one, number 2, is white fish. Again, fish is an amazing source of protein as well. 24 grams of protein per 100 grams. So again, very high in protein content. White fish is generally quite lean as well. So very few other calories. And it's an amazing source of protein. It's very economical as well, like chicken breast. So I would definitely incorporate white fish in your day-to-day routine as well. All right, guys, the very next one is lean beef. I like incorporating beef in my diet from time to time. Of course, I don't eat it as much as I eat chicken breast and fish. But again, it's a good way to change things up. 100 grams of lean beef has about 26 grams of protein. So again, very high in protein for this thing. But beef does have a little caveat. It is a little higher in fat content. Just because of the nature of the protein substance and etc. So you got to be wary of that, which is why I suggest you don't eat it as much as you eat chicken and fish, but you do incorporate it in your diet for flavor and for taste and etc. and for variety. Right, number 4 is tuna or red fish basically. So you can have tuna, salmon, mackerel, any fish that's red in color. The reason I made this in a separate category is because it is high in protein, but it also has it has a higher fat content, but it's a good fat. It's a good omega-3s, which are actually very good for your body, good for your brain function, and help you perform well in other activities. It helps you with the recovery of your body and of your tendons and your bones, and as well as everything else. All right, now let's move on to the final few sources, which are the vegan proteins. All right, so the first vegan protein source is something that I eat and I love as well, which is soybeans. Soybeans are extremely good for you. They're very protein dense. Basically, protein density is the amount of grams of protein per unit of soybean. And in that, it's like jam-packed with protein and excellent in terms of for muscle recovery, and it's got a little bit of fiber in it as well. So yeah, I mean, overall it's a great source of protein. I would recommend going for it. The next one I would say is any type of and not just soybeans, by the way. You can have any type of beans. So soybeans, kidney beans, any lima beans, any kind of black bean, red bean, whatever. Beans are a great source of protein and are superb for this. They're a little bit higher in carbohydrates, but that's just the nature of a vegan or vegetarian diet. Will be because you're having you're not having that much animal protein. The protein sources that you have will naturally contain a little bit more carbs, but that's okay as long as you're in a caloric deficit. If your goal is to lose fat, it's just about having a well-planned and structured diet, as you do with if you weren't vegetarian or vegan as well. But just covering this. The next one is the next one is chickpeas. Chickpeas are an amazing source of protein for vegans and vegetarians as well. Again, they are natural, grown from plants. So I mean, Mother Nature has given us chickpeas. So I mean, chickpeas again have, for every cup of about 100 grams, they have about 20 grams of protein, maybe about 18.5, 19, but still 20 grams for an amazing vegan protein source. All right, the very next one is cottage cheese. Now, what makes cottage cheese special and different from all the rest is that it's a slow digesting protein. So all this time we've talking about proteins, and a lot of them are fast digesting, like whey. Whey protein is a very fast digesting protein. Now, cottage cheese has a different molecular structure to its protein DNA. So it's basically got a protein source called casein. Now, casein is very slow digesting, and the reason you have it is that if you're not eating a meal for about 6 hours or 8 hours, it's good to have casein, because then it still promotes protein muscle synthesis. Now, when would you have it? You would have cottage cheese or something like that late in the night when you go to sleep, because you're going to be fasting for about 8 hours when you're sleeping. Obviously, you're not eating. So casein is a great source of protein, and cottage cheese is a good way to get casein as well, naturally. So, I mean, yeah, cottage cheese. There you go. The next best source of protein is Greek yogurt. Again, Greek yogurt is an amazing source of protein, and it's got a variety of probiotics as well. So again, Greek yogurt is a great protein source for you. With Greek yogurt, I would say go for one that's obviously, Greek yogurt is anyway low in fat, but if you can find a one that says extra low fat, or ones that are from natural resources, that would be obviously better to get. With Greek yogurt, you want to be having it as a snack, not as a main meal, because it's difficult to get a lot of protein per Greek yogurt, because it's not as high in protein content as some of the other sources that we've discussed. So again, just a little caveat, but Greek yogurt definitely incorporate in your diet as a staple if you're adding the other stuff, if you're using the other proteins as well. All right, guys, the very next one, the best source of protein I think for vegetarians is eggs and egg whites. And also if you're not vegetarian as well. So again, egg whites are amazing. They're very cheap. They're very cost efficient and cheap. So they make it. They're not very impactful on your wallet. And again, they're for a small egg, you get 6.6 grams of protein per egg, and 3.6 of that grams of protein in the egg white itself. So again, if you're trying to lose weight, I would say maybe take the egg out. If you're not the egg yolk out, if you're not counting calories. But if you're counting calories, then make sure that you account for the egg yolk when you're doing your entire calculation as well. So again, eggs and egg whites, go for it. They're good for you. They when you talk about cholesterol, the cholesterol you get from eggs are actually the good cholesterol. They're not the bad cholesterol. So you are taking in the right one. And also there have been studies shown that when cholesterol forms in your body, it's not about the food you intake. It's caused by fat accumulating in your arteries, not caused by the good cholesterol that you're taking in. So yeah, eggs, go for it. And guys, the final vegan protein source, which is amazing for you, is lentils. So any type of lentils are good. I would include like dals, mung beans, etc. Fantastic for you. So have them. They're extremely beneficial and have a lot of fiber as well in them. So again, mix and match your protein sources. What I do is I have 5 small meals a day, and I include a source of protein with each one of my meals. So again, if you incorporate them, protein also has the benefit of leaving you more satiated, of muscle repair, or your hair, your skin, your nails are all made out of protein. So I would incorporate including them in your daily nutrition routine. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the videos and you're liking the content that I'm putting up, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Leave your comments below. I will reply to every single one. If you leave a comment below saying what you want to hear next, or any advice or any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer you. Also, if you could leave subscribe and click the bell notification icon, so you're notified every time I put up a new video. I produce videos every single week. So let's join together and make the world a healthier, happier place. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next one.